guys, so it's Brooke here and I'm back with another video. So in this video it's gonna be a little weird because I want to talk about BMT graduation like that weekend, but as you guys know, with everything happening with this virus, BMT graduation is kind of like a no-go in a sense. I mean, they still have graduation obviously, but they're doing live streams now for the families instead of families actually being able to go, which, guys, I can't express how much I know that probably sucks. Like, that was what we all look forward to, and I know with everything going on that it's really hard on not only the airmen but the families of those airmen. So I feel for you guys and I'm so sorry, and I really hope that things start going back to normal, obviously, like with a vaccine or something like that. I'm not going to get into the whole coronavirus and things like that with the military. I'm just going to kind of keep hush hush with that because everything's so unknown right now and nobody knows for sure what's going to happen. No one can foresee the future, so I'm just gonna kind of stay hush hush on that. I don't want to talk too much about it, but I did want to address it because in this video I'm going to be talking about graduation, and obviously, you know, it's a lot different right now, but I wanted to kind of have like a hope. Like, I wanted to give you guys hope out there that hopefully one day soon you guys will be able to experience a real graduation. So I wanted to kind of give you advice for those parents. If you do have an airman or a child going into BMT maybe a little bit later this year or something like that, that you guys will have some knowledge to what to do or how it's gonna proceed. And I'm so sorry for those who can't, but please don't hate on me for kind of just shedding a little light. You know, it was a happy time, and I want you guys to be able to have hope, you know? Like, I don't want you guys to be like, well, I can't get that, and I don't want you to think that I'm rubbing it in or anything like that, so please don't take it that way. I just wanted to help people out, so please take it as me helping and not me rubbing it in. If I get too much hate, I'll probably take this video down, but I hope that this helps and not makes people sad. So guys, I want to put a little disclaimer out there that these are my opinions. None of what I say in these videos are affiliated with the Air Force or any military branch. It's all based on my own opinions and what I experience, and I just want to get it out there. Like, I went to BMT 2.5 years ago almost, so everything I say may have changed or may not be 100% correct, but I'm trying my best to remember everything, so please bear with me, and I'm trying to give you the best information that I can recall. And I was not alone. I was definitely not alone in this. I love him. Okay, one of the most exciting things, just getting off work. So kind of let's get into, I know a little bit has changed even without the coronavirus as to how long BMT is, so I'm going to kind of talk about those kind of changes. So before, when I was going through, we did 7.5 weeks, the half week being 0 week because you get there on Tuesday, and then, you get there on a Tuesday and then you finish off that week and then you start week 1 on that Sunday. So that's why they say like 7.5, 8.5 weeks, which 8.5 weeks now is when you graduate. That's the time you graduate. Before, it was at the end of 7.5 weeks, you graduated that Thursday of your seventh week, you graduated on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, you know. But now it's at the end of your 8.5 weeks. So at the 8th week, that Thursday, that is when you're gonna begin graduation weekend. So I know that's what's changed. There's no more Airman's Week. Like, there's no, because it used to be where you would graduate and then you go and then on Monday you go straight to Airman's Week. Now it's like they incorporate the classes that we did in Airman's Week. Now they incorporate throughout, you know, regular BMT. So now at the end of your 8.5 weeks, on your I say your 8th week because it's hard to explain, but like I said, you have 0 week and then you start week 1. So then on like technically like your 8th week, that's when you graduate on that Thursday. So that Thursday, I'm gonna kind of say what we did. We woke up early in the morning. we got ready for breakfast. We went downstairs, ate some breakfast. I think we ate breakfast. Maybe we didn't eat breakfast. Maybe we ate breakfast, maybe we didn't. I think we did, and then we went back upstairs, showered, made our beds, and then if you got your flight t-shirt, you put your flight t-shirt on. If you didn't, you'll put your regular PT shirt on, and then PT shorts and PT socks. And then, so we did that. We went down to what they call Disneyland. I was in the old dorms, so we went over to Disneyland's, I think it was their PT pad, and we formed up there with all the other flights of our graduating week. And then you form up with your flight and then with your squadron. So it's like we were the knights. Sorry, I'm doing this outside and it's super windy. So like we formed up. So we formed up with the rest of the knights, with our brother flight, our sister flight, our cousin flight, all that. So we formed up with all of them, and then the rest of our graduating. So then you have like all the other squadrons, like the Mustangs, the the Wolfpack and all that. So you're gonna form up all your everyone who's graduating that week. You're gonna form up with them, and then you're gonna start going out, and then you're gonna start running. Like you guys are gonna all run, like one flight leaves at a time. So you're all gonna start running through Disneyland out to where you guys, I call it like the arena. It's where you have your coin ceremony, but I don't really know the proper like name of it. But you're gonna run out there, and that's when you're gonna see all your family. So then you're gonna start running, and then all the rest of the flights are gonna start following, and then you're gonna create a big line, and you're just gonna run around, like around through your family, and you come back, and you're gonna make like a 8, and you're gonna come back around and run again. And then you're going to run all the way back through Disneyland and back to your squadron. So if you were in Disneyland, you were lucky. You didn't have to run that much longer. But for me, I was all the way across the bridge, and we had to keep running. So we as a information, guys, let me tell you, I didn't fall out, but like it was not easy to keep up. But I ended up, they were a little lenient because they knew like there's a lot of running. So we ended up running back to our squadron, and then when we got back, we had, I believe it was like 2 granola bars and 2 Gatorades, and we had to finish that. And then we went back upstairs, we showered, we got our uniform on, and then we formed up back downstairs in our squadron, and we headed back over to Disneyland and formed up over there. And so if you do fall out during the airman's run, they said there were some consequences, like you couldn't, I think it was like you couldn't participate in like the coin ceremony or something like that. That didn't happen to anyone that I know of. So yeah, there was no one that I heard of not being able to participate in coin ceremony, but obviously, I don't hear a lot in BMT, but I don't think that really happened. I don't really know the consequence if you fall out during the airman's run. They'll kind of explain it to you when you get into BMT, so I wouldn't stress about that, guys, because they are training you for those 8.5 weeks, 8 weeks, you are doing PT every single day. So believe me, except Sundays, but believe me, guys, you will be in shape by the end of BMT. So now going down back to right before the coin ceremony. So we formed up outside of Disneyland, and then so it's like in Disneyland they have, in every squadron they have all the dorms up top, and then below it's like a garage, but like it's not closed and anything. It's where you will always form up for PT for like dinner, breakfast, lunch, and before doing anything, that's where you guys will come downstairs and you will form up out there underneath the dorms. So in Disneyland that's how it is too, and so we formed up there, and then we all, like in the same, I think it was the same order but as the airman's run, don't quote me on it, but then you're gonna walk all like march out formation, and you're gonna get into your spot on the coin ceremony in the arena, which is, the arena's outside, and it's behind the welcome center. Guys, it's been over 2 years since I was in BMT, so I don't remember all the correct terminology, so please excuse me. But yes, it's right behind the welcome center, and that's where we're all formed up, and your family's watching, and you're at parade rest. So you're at parade rest for a long time, so please be aware, make sure you drink enough water beforehand, and you're kind of bending your knees a little bit, and you're like wiggling your toes inside your boots. Obviously you can't really move or anything, but you can bend your knees a little bit and wiggle your toes so that you guys don't pass out, because that is a known issue and they try to prevent it as best as they can. And then they'll hand out the coin, your MT will hand out your coin and everything, and then you'll put it in your pocket, and then they'll finish the ceremony and all that kind of stuff. And then your family, you'll sit at parade rest, and then your family will come and tap you out. And that is the day that you have base liberty. So you can't go off base, but you can stay on base and be in your uniform. You can stay in your uniform, but you get to hang out with your family. And guys, let me tell you, that was amazing. Actually, a little funny story, my dad kind of got lost, so I was one of the last people in my flight to get tapped out, and a master sergeant actually had to come over and call my dad for me because my dad couldn't find me. But thankfully he finally did, and when I hugged my dad, guys, let me tell you. So like I said, when the fact that you guys can't see your family after BMT, I know it is hard. I didn't think my family was actually gonna make it, so, and when I found that out, I bawled and bawled. So guys, I know how hard it must be for you not to have your family, and I am truly so sorry, and I really hope this changes very soon, because it is so hard, guys. You go through so long, and all you want to do is see your family at the end of these 8.5 weeks. So I'm so very sorry, but like I said, I'm just trying to give hope, and I hope you guys take it that way. So yeah, so you guys will have base liberty, and you'll get to go out and go to the BX and do all that. And so you are allowed to get like your hair cut and your nails done. Obviously you have to stay within regs and all that kind of stuff, but don't let people tell you that you can't, because that's what a lot of people told me, like, oh no, it looks bad, you shouldn't go do that, and you shouldn't go do this. But guys, I need my hair cut because after 8 weeks, like, I didn't get a trim before. I didn't get a trim before BMT, and my dead ends were terrible, and I had to. Plus my hair was super long, and I was just tired of always putting it up, and my nails, like, I just wanted to feel pampered for a little bit. And I know that sounds so bad, but like, girls, you understand. There was guys, when me and my friend walked into that nail salon, there were dudes sitting there getting their feet done. So everyone does it. And then we ate with my family, and then that night we had to be back in our dorms by, I believe, 8 o'clock. So so your family will drop you off outside in Disneyland. It's outside of your dorms, on this like street. Your family will drop you off, and then for the people that are in like what they call Alcatraz, the older dorms, they'll drop you off at, well, for me, because my squadron was right next to the mini shopette, so they dropped me off at the shopette, and then I walked over to my squadron. And then we went to bed, we showered, went to bed, did all that. Next day, the Friday. So this is on Friday, this is the parade. So you'll wake up, eat breakfast, shower, make your beds, all that. They'll put your blues on, and you will go form up downstairs, and then you will all march over to the parade field. And for me, our squadron got picked to do flag mass, and it's not your whole squadron, it's only a select, I think they do, so there's 4 American flags in the 50 states, so like 55 people to do flag mass, because you need a guide on. So I believe, or I think, did we have a guide on? I believe we had a guide on, don't quote me. But yeah, so it was like 55 people to do flag mass. I was a part of that. So we all like formed up with our holsters, if that's what it's called. We had our holsters on, and then we all like lined up and got our flags. I was Kentucky, guys, so it's random. You don't practice with flags the whole time, you're practicing for parade. So yeah, if you are flag mass, sorry for the jets and the wind. This is just the best lighting. So if you are flag mass, you will practice with poles, like wooden poles, or no, it wasn't wooden poles, it was PC pipe. And you don't have the vest either, so you kind of like stick it in your ABU belt, and you're kind of like, or now OCP belt, and you're just kind of like holding it there. But so parade was actually the first day we held actual flags, and believe me, they are a lot heavier than PCP pipes, alright? But we got through it, you know, we looked pretty good. And then if you're not flag mass, you know, you'll be in regular formation. They call them heritage flights, so you're not with your actual flight, you're mixed with like your brother flight, sister flight, but you will stay in the same squadron. So then you'll do the whole parade, you'll walk around, you come to formation, you'll move forward, you do the national anthem, you do like your the airman's creed, you'll do, you know, all that. And then at the end of the ceremony, your family will tap you out again. And this is the day that you get to experience the craziness of San Antonio. Guys, please let your family know when they are driving in San Antonio, because you can't drive or be on the phone. or walk and be on the phone. You can call your family, but you know, you can't use, technically you can't use social media or anything like that. You can just kind of like, if your family's holding the phone, they can call your family, or your friends. But yeah, so warning, driving in San Antonio is like driving in a video game. I don't know, it was crazy. There were so many highways and freeways and off streets and all this kind of stuff. Like, I'm from Florida, our highways aren't this crazy where I'm from, so beware, be cautious, don't speed or anything like that, because it is crazy there. We had rocks thrown at our car for no reason. So guys, just warn your family, or families, if you're watching this, beware that it's crazy. But yeah, so this is a day that we got to go and experience San Antonio. We get to go back to our my family's Airbnb and, you know, hang out and just be, you know, be happy. And things to do in San Antonio if you just don't want to go back to your hotel or your Airbnb. You have the Alamo to visit. You have other museums to visit. You have Six Flags, SeaWorld. Trying to think of anything else you could do. The Riverwalk, that's a big thing too. Go to restaurants, you know, do that kind of stuff. So you have a lot to do with your family there, but really all I wanted to do was go to the Riverwalk and relax at the Airbnb. So that's what I did. And just hang out with my family. I'm trying to think of other things that you could do. I can't really think of any more right now. We took a double-decker bus when I went for one of my friends before. We took a double-decker bus once, and that was nice. We went around San Antonio. Also, guys, I didn't mention this before, but the way your family gets their tickets is either you give your family's information and friends who want to attend BMT information to your recruiter. They should hand you a paper, and your family will fill that out, and you give it to your recruiter. Your recruiter sends it up to BMT, and then they will handle it, and then they will give you the tickets to send to your family in the mail. And that's how families usually get it. And if you don't get your tickets for some reason, your families can pick it up at the Welcome Center right before you enter Lackland Air Force Base. So yeah, so going back to graduation weekend on Saturday, yeah, so we did we went to the Riverwalk on Saturday. There's like some malls too you can go to, I believe. We didn't go to them though, but you can't really buy anything and bring it back. I mean, you can buy stuff, but it has to, like, it can't be technology or anything like that. So I know some people on my flight like bought clothes and stuff, and they just in a new suitcase and filled up the suitcase and then put it back in the luggage closet. So I believe if your MTI lets you, you can do that too. Just no technology or anything like that. And then so I got dropped off back at my dorms on Saturday night. I believe it was 8 o'clock again, 8 p.m. And then we went to bed, woke up on Saturday. I said Saturday this whole time because I'm at Friday. Guys, Friday. I am so crazy. I'm just rambling right now. I'm at Friday. Now we're going into Saturday. Saturday, there's no graduation or no ceremony or anything like that. You wake up, you eat breakfast, and you get showered. I don't believe there's PT during graduation. I don't think so, because you already graduated. And so then you wake up, eat breakfast, shower, make your bed, all that. Put on your blues. You have to wear your blues on Saturday, guys. And then your family will pick you up. I think it was like 8 a.m. Or 8 or 9 a.m. or 10 is the earliest they could pick you up. So then they waited outside, you know, where they normally wait. You go and you can go off base. Now you have time pass on Friday and Saturday. So we did, you know, we went to lunch at Texas Roadhouse, and then we went back to the Airbnb and just hung out, and that was just super nice. And so that's what we did on Saturday, and I believe we had to be back again at 8. And then on Sunday, so this is where it depends. So you automatically have base Liberty on Sundays unless you get top flight for something. Or I think if you get Beast Excellence. I don't remember if Beast Excellence qualifies you for Town Pass on Sundays or not, but I'm pretty sure it does. So if you get top PT flight, if you get top academic flight, I think, and then there was like a few other ones I believe, but if you got top flight for something, you got Town Pass on Sundays. So thankfully my flight, we got top PT female. We have the best PT scores for all the female flights across the board. So we got town pass on Sundays. So then me and one of my friends from my flight, because her family had to leave on Saturday, we went and ate breakfast. But usually like families leave on Sundays, and mine had to leave early, so we went to breakfast with my family, and then my family dropped me back off on base, and me and her just went to the BX, the main BX, by the way, on Lackland is huge. So we went there, we got our nails done, our haircut, ate, had ice cream, and just hung out. And then if you guys are doing that by yourselves, make sure, and you don't have a ride, make sure you know the bus schedule, because we didn't, and we cut it very close, guys, cut it very close, and you don't want to be late to being back on base, because they could take away your graduation, like pretty much. They could recycle you, and then you have to do everything over again, and believe me, that would suck. So make sure you get back on time. And then we went to bed, woke up, and then went to Airman's Week. But obviously you guys don't do that anymore. You would wake up the next day and just go straight to tech school. Alright, well, that was all I had for this, and I hope that things go back to normal soon, and you guys kind of got to see an insight of if if everything goes back to normal soon. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave me comments on videos that I should do down below, because I really need more ideas. I'm kind of in a funk, and I just don't know what all to put out there for you guys, or all that you want to know. I'm trying to do my best, but yeah, so please leave me video suggestions. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.